Let's talk briefly about audio connections. And let's say you have a computer like a desktop or a laptop computer. Audio ports on these systems allow audio signal to be inputted to and outputted from a computer. You know, your laptop, your desktop, whatever system you might have. For the most part, on computers like desktops and laptops, you only see TRS 3.5 millimeter mini jacks and also optical connectors in some cases. So let's show some of these now. Here are a couple images of the sound ports you might see on a desktop computer. And the first one is a sound card that actually goes into an adapter card slot. The second one is integrated to the motherboard. So let's look at these ports. They're all color coded. And this is part of the PC System Design Guide, which was finalized in 2001. And you might see PC 99 or PC 2001. Those are system design guides, which include all kinds of things, including color coding for each of these ports. And that color coding stuck till today. So these are the colors we use. First, here we see blue, and that is a line input, and it seconds as a mic input. So if you have a headset and you want to use the microphone on it, you'd plug that into the blue port. Now, in some cases, this will be pink. Sometimes it is a pink input instead. If it is pink, it's microphone only. If it's blue, it could do microphone or act as a line input from other devices like your smartphone or from an audio device like a audio processor or some type of music device. Then we have green. That's the main stereo output if you have just two speakers, or your headphones if you're using headphones. And that's what people are usually going to use. That's going to be the port, the green port. And it's known as lime green. It can also act as a line out to a PA system or a stereo, or if you want to, connect your computers to a much more powerful system for sound. Then we have our surround sound ports. First, we have the black. That's the output for the surround sound speakers, the back speakers. And then we have the orange, and that's the output for the center speaker in front of you and a subwoofer. So used collectively, the green, the orange, and the black give you 5.1 sound, 5 speakers plus a subwoofer. Then on this card you have the gray, and you're not always going to see that on every system, but on this particular card we have this gray connector, and that's the output for the surround sound speakers, and that'll give you 7.1. So additional surround sound speakers that go on the side of you. And so now you have 7 speakers plus a subwoofer, so that's known as 7.1. Not too many applications or games actually program in 7.1. Usually 5.1 is enough. Even movies, usually 5.1 is enough. So those are your TRS ports, 3.5 millimeter, also known as 1/8 inch mini jacks. Then here we have SPDIF, or SPDIF, and that stands for Sony Philips Digital Interconnect Format. What we see here is known as Toslink, and what that does is it delivers high-quality digital sound over fiber optic cable. It's also known as a digital optical port, and a lot of audiophiles will consider this to be sonically superior to using this main stereo line out. So you'll see that sometimes S/PDIF. That's also referred to as SPDIF. And we have 2 ports on this card. We have the gray, which is the output, and we have the black, which is the input. So you want to remember those for the exam. On this integrated set of sound ports, we only have the optical digital line out, and that's common on today's computers. You might use this as a line out to a specific audio device. This particular sound card has the line in as well, in case you have a audio processor or other mixing board or something that can actually send that output of music or other audio data, and you would input that there. Let's show the audio ports on our AV editor now. Okay, so we have an integrated set of sound ports here, and it's basically the same thing that we were showing before, and they're well labeled with this panel that they give you with the motherboard. And so here we have the pink, which means it's mic in only, and we do also have the blue, which is line in. So if you want to connect from a smartphone or something, you would use the blue. If you have a headset with a microphone, you'd use the pink. Uh, then here we have the green, which is our main out. So if you have stereo speakers or you want to use headphones, or you want to line it out to a stereo system or what have you, then the green is what you're going to use, that lime green. And then we can do 5.1 Dolby Surround by using these other two ports in addition to the green. You have your rear speakers, and then you have your center and subwoofer here, and it's all labeled. And then also we have an output SPDIF that uses the Toslink. And if you look here, this pad right here, I can push that right in actually, and the optical cable goes directly in there. Now, when you buy these Toslink optical cables, they come with little caps, and you want to take the cap off before you plug it in, otherwise it won't fit. But you want to keep those caps on until you do plug it in, because this actually sends light. It sends photons through the cable, and that's what the audio signal is sent as. So you want to keep that connector really clean and covered until you plug it in. So those are our audio ports, pretty basic. And so make sure you know each of these for the exam.